I'm more American than you. Capitalism here. Yeehaw.
Okay.
Nah.
I accidentally, right as you said, capitalism. I went live on accident. I was trying to
Let's
just set my
go.
title,
Oh,
and then I, without thinking, clicked the. Do you use Streamlabs or do you?
neither.
What? You stream from your brain chip?
Yeah. I'm just so intertwined. I just. I use a program called XSplit. It was like one of the first programs, and I just like when I stream on something or when I use a program, I find it hard to like change on. Like it's
Oh,
kind of old
okay.
school. Just let me. No, I'm not old school, bro. I'm cool, old cool, but I found it hard to adapt to OBS. But OBS is like better. But
Um, but you did get that word.
hello,
So
everyone. Welcome to the Technical Tea Time stream live.
I just wanted to make sure you knew before like I started just talking about stuff. Um
Wow, and Nando sucks, and
Hey, I that's my cousin. Um
our basis of sellouts, and what else can
to
I?
who? Who could he
I don't know.
possibly?
I didn't think that far ahead.
You gotta that's the key to a sellable story is making sure you have just the right amount.
True.
Um that's how I write my. Okay, let me.
Test, 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 test. Ah, sorry, I was just listening to the volume on the stream.
Oh, okay. Are you quieter than me, or
No, 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 no. It seemed fine. I was just seeing.
I made sure to turn you up. Oh,
Yeah,
you're just so quiet.
300%. So every time I'm like, what are those castles?
Were you in the stream earlier today when there was almost a perfect castle drop and then it got blocked?
Oh no, I
I
was a little bit busy
I
today.
cried a little.
As I said yesterday, I thought you were going soft because like the one castle in the stone, you're just like you had that twinkle in your eye, and you're just like, yeah, that's a good castle. I'm like, no, don't
I've changed
don't
a
go to
little
the
bit.
dark side.
I like econ
No.
too much. I love my TC. Um
You're the Oprah of TCs. I have a TC here, TC there, TC here, TC there.
Did you see Snowy made a YouTube video and he called my strategy
Yes.
the TC virus? I never felt so
Yes.
disgusting and proud at the same time.
I was gonna say you got that spread, then that's. I was like, wait, no, that's that no.
Is he? Okay, let me throw some live notification at some people. Did you get that streaming thing that I sent? Did it go through? Get the
No, because I have you blocked. So yeah, I got it. Got it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just on fire tonight. I need to calm down.
You're, are you on? I need to call the fire department.
I had 1 liter of Mountain Dew, so.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm sipping on the world's teeniest monster.
uh,
Powers
what flavor
do
is that?
deny castles. That is propaganda, Alder. Propaganda. Um, All right, Dizzy, do I need to stream everything to you?
Would it be too heavy or
No, not at
or
all,
how
because
difficult?
I've got the two
Yeah,
set up. I can straight from my. That's why I have
the
both accounts
tactical
in
team
here.
time
Yeah.
too.
So I'm
Stream
talking to
catch
you
up.
through the other account, but I'm streaming with the
Yeah,
tactical team.
let's go.
Just let me know if you ever can't see. Okay.
I can't see. No, no, I can. I
I
can.
can't
I
see.
can. This is.
You know what that's from?
I'm
From
gonna let you down if you say
Star
no.
Wars. Can't
Sad
see.
face.
My dad says that.
Which one? Which movie is it from?
I don't remember. He's the one who quotes it. You
Oh,
know, and love, woo love, is what binds us together.
no. What was that from?
That's from, I want to say Princess Bride.
What's that?
You've never seen The Princess Bride?
I don't. I'm a.
Oh,
I'm like a film newbie.
oh, man. Okay. Um, man, we gotta watch that movie sometimes. That is like cult classic. Where I'm from, really good.
Okay.
It's even based off a book. A book.
Oh, I ain't got time for books.
Wow, I
Good
love reading books.
morning, Christella.
Good morning, good morning. We talked the whole night through. Good morning, morning. You know what that's from?
No.
That's from Singing in the Rain.
Funny if you just kick me from the call, just a bloop.
It's like 3 strikes, you're out. You didn't get any of my
Yeah, yeah,
references. You're
yeah.
done
That's it.
for.
You're done.
Hey, esjb, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Enjoy the chat. I was gonna wait until I saw one of you and start talking about the game, especially since. Did you see what I see, Dizzy?
Wait. That might. Wait. I see what you see.
I see two things actually. I see one for
Goths.
me and one for
Oh.
you. Yeah, we got Goths on one side and we got Sicilians on the other side. And you've got the #1 Goth fan and the #1 Sicilian fan in the call. If that is like a matchup that we see, we're gonna be rooting like two World Cup sports fans.
Yeah.
Hey, Christella, thank you for the sub. That's 4 months. Holy crap. Thank you so much for the support. Um, it's good to see you back in the chat. Thank you for saying you are happy I'm back casting. I am happy because I am casting. I just realized you guys can't see the drafts. What have I been doing? Anyways, here we are. Let's talk about the rest of these drafts real quick. What I think is interesting is that a lot of those Chinese civs got banned. We got Wu banned, we got Wei banned, we got Khitan's banned, we got Chinese banned. Very interesting. Rooting as two World Cup fans. Whom are you rooting for then? Well, esjb, I am the world's biggest Sicilians fan, and Dizzy is the world's biggest Goths fan. So I'd be rooting for the
Yes.
Sicilian player, and Dizzy would be rooting for the Goths player.
Yes.
So I love the Magyars, I love the Romans, I love the Persians, I love the Sicilians. Scrappy loves the Malay. The Japanese are just good. Lithuanians, Malians, I love. Um, Especially, I want to show you guys what maps we're dealing with. So these are like some semi-open, some semi-closed. It's called Continental. That's what this brackets map style is called, Continental. And then we are in the Conqueror bracket, which is the highest bracket. So these players, I believe, or it's either the highest or the second to highest, but they're pretty high elo compared to us. but we picked this because they picked maps that me and Dizzy like.
Yeah.
So, um, here's what I'm kind of thinking. I would love to see on Desert Void, like, Goths have cheaper infantry, right?
Yes.
Well,
And
as the
faster.
infantry expert, Dizzy, would you go Goths or Dravidians or something on Desert Void, or what would
Let me
you
see
do
the
on Desert
civs.
Void?
I'll tell you. I'll tell
Okay,
you
here you go.
right now. If you let me. No, not God. Probably. So, Desert Void is such a tricky map because like you can't really go late Castle Age and beyond because
Sure, so you
essentially,
have to do
you're limited
everything
to.
in feudal, basically.
Yeah, so I could see something maybe like a Koreans like hitting castle and like doing towers, trying to like deny
Oh,
resources,
sure, yeah.
or maybe Ethiopian crossbows or something like that. So,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't use Goths,
Would you use Goths on the next map, or map that you said you
Yeah,
like the most?
yeah,
Sunburn?
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
That was my go-to.
very nice. So, Spiral is a map that was in the first TCC, so I am very familiar with it. Um, I think Persians are really good on Spiral, especially no matter if you get a dock or a not dock generation. It's really strong. Japanese can also be really good on Spiral. Vikings, conversely, and Dravidians, I think, could be good on the other side. What are you thinking about?
Yeah, like maybe Lithuanians or Georgians for the mobility, but then again, if you see like Persians with camels and stuff, you're kind of like, do you want to?
That's
Then
kind of
maybe
what
it's
I
gonna be
was
like,
thinking, yeah. Whether
maybe
you're into
you'll end up like a
Persians or you're into
Magyars.
Japanese faster attacking spearmen, you don't really want to be on a horse.
Yeah, I could see Magyars though, like like Sharky got Magyar CA and just maybe Georgians like or Lithuanians, just kind of shenanigans with cavalry.
Yeah, that is, and that's pretty standard. I don't know anything about the last three maps, so I can't speak to it.
Stop the
Um,
press. Stop the press. So Aztlan is essentially a very close quarters map with like shorefish in the middle. That's where I'd
ooh,
use Goths for because that's one of my favorite maps, and I love Goths. There we
okay,
go.
I like it.
Sunbird's my favorite, but Aztlan is like almost there. It's similar vibes, where it's just like close quarters, it snowballs quickly, kind of a clean. But then the thing is, if you go Goths, I assume Sharky will go Romans or Sicilians on Aztlan, so that could be an interesting map. Um, Glacis was introduced in Red Bull or Low Londinium. It's more of a boom in kind of longer map. I could probably imagine seeing like Persians and Maya there versus like Dravidians because like do with water and stuff.
Okay,
Geothermal Valley. That's Hamburger.
yeah.
It's that, but just all lands.
Oh, okay, sure.
So maybe Koreans for Geothermal Valley for
Yeah,
just like, and then Badlands. You know right?
I
Which the
think I know Badlands. You can't build around your TC.
it's like Mudflow, but land Mudflow.
Yeah,
But
okay,
yeah, you can't build around
I
it. Yeah, yeah.
understand. Is okay. Well,
I
are
would use.
you
I could use Goths for Badlands too. To be honest, I see Goths. I want to use them on every map. But yeah,
except for
I see
Desert Void?
Badlands is an interesting one because like sometimes you see people try and fast castle, and other times like it could be successful or
Interesting.
it can go horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is a like how much does your opponent pressure you and punish it deal.
Mm,
Alrighty. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
WM Wumulo. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy the chat. We are going to jump into game one. If everybody's ready.
So I wish it was cooler, but Crystalibur is not cooler now. I don't know, it seems when it goes cooler there, it's hotter here. Then when it's cooler here, it's hotter for you. Weird. Temperatures and stuff be like that, I guess.
Temperatures and stuff, man. They're like
Yeah,
degrees.
crazy. Yeah.
Alrighty, here we go. Loading up game one. Oh yeah. When like E high. I need you to
What? You need what?
yes, ESJB, and I may Fridays I do variety stream. That may be something. Already Dizzy, ready to jump into game one? You okay if I do the intros?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this Specialist Cup finals match. We are in the Conqueror bracket on the continental map types. We have for you in the blue, goes by both ESJB and really all I can read of that is Mac, and I doubt that's even how that's pronounced because it's Cyrillic, so I don't want to be disrespectful. On the flip side, oh, and he is playing the Koreans. On the flip side, we have Sharkyaoe in the red playing the Maya, and we are on Desert Void. Disney, you want to tell us about Desert Void while we watch these Dark Ages?
Yeah, so it's kind of, you had an inkling of what I said there, where it's kind of going to be like just mostly Archer Feudal Rush. See
Yeah,
how that goes on and then build up. Nah, and then the game should probably end around Castle Age. But
because there's
yeah,
just
with
not
these
resources
beasts,
to go
yeah, with
any
these
later.
beasts, you never know. 2,000 elo is crazy. So
2000
maybe we
Elo
could
is
guess some like
crazy,
tower
but
shenanigans.
if there's one thing I know, whenever it comes to tournament play, even if there's an elo gap, once you got into the finals, sometimes people are like deceptively good, you know? Like maybe they don't play a lot of ladder, or maybe they're like better on the maps that are in certain tourneys versus what's on the ladder, you know?
Yeah, sometimes like people are like Arabia only, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Only.
exactly.
Sometimes like maybe like Blue played a few ranked matches and had a bad day and dropped like 100 elo, or because elo can also fluctuate quite a bit.
Oh yeah. So
Either
one
way, to
thing.
get to the finals, both are very good players.
Oh yeah. So I love this. Both players, they know what they're doing. They're taking the elephants. You got 3 elephants on this map, so even though there's not a ton of resources, there is some fast food, which can make for some fast uptime. Player, right? Seems like both players going pretty standard. 3 on wood, 4 on wood. I think that Sharky may be going for archers, which would explain the extra one. What do you think?
I think Sharky may have made a slight mistake. I don't know. It's a weird one building a house because you start off with a lot of population, but one house maybe there's some extra wood there in the build. So I think it's okay. I think it was planned.
Yeah.
But good read on the ESGB. Sorry, the no houses. So nice.
Yeah,
A lot
Elo
of
can
times
ping
autopilot,
pong a
right?
ton. Go ahead, Diz.
No, I just want to say like sometimes you autopilot, you load in the game 2 houses and you're like crap, I didn't need them.
Looks like ESJB. What should I call you? Should I call you ESJB? Should I change that on here? Okay. I'll put it on here just so I don't forget, if that's okay. Don't want to disrespect your in-game name.
Yep.
Loom coming in for Sharky, Loom coming in for ESJB. Looks like both these players are anticipating clicking up. But we already have the barracks up for ESJB, where Sharky is sending 2 villas to build it now. Also going to block that wood line. It's a little bit of a better wall than if they were to have blocked this off. I like getting a little more space for yourself, especially on a map with so little access to resources. My one concern is Koreans get free archer armor, which means it's going to be even easier for ESJB to predict archers from the Maya player and go skirms potentially, and also already have the armor, which is, as everyone knows, super important early for those skirm archer
I think it's highly unlikely, but Sharky could go into Eagle Warriors on anticipation of the skirms, but I think that's going to be a bit more expensive. So
It's
I
not
don't
only
think it'll happen. I
expensive,
think,
but there's the time investment of Eagle Warriors
yeah.
that just it takes so long. And we already see the militia coming out for Sharky, so I don't think it. If it is archers, it's going to be archers behind men at arms. And when you and I played this map, you went men at arms on me, and it looks like both these players have chosen to go men at arms on this map. So is this just the meta? Wait, uh-oh. No, ESJB does know where he is. So he's just going to swing around the back, probably going to hit the berries. Yeah. Let's take a look at the scouting for Sharky.
I don't like it, though. I think you just got to go straight to the base.
Yeah, I think it's a bit too big of an arc. I think you can afford to just cut through here if you're going to hit the berries, you know? Especially on a map like this where timing is everything. Ooh, and it's going to be a follow-up tower instead of archers to deny the gold from ESJB, which may force him onto skirms just purely out of resource, like lacking gold. There is some gold out here that they can take, but the sticky situation.
I think Maya does have some tower shenanigans, like you start with extra stone or something, right?
Oh, I forgot about that. No, I think you're correct.
But
also,
actually, kind of. Oh, nice.
So, the SJB got one Vil kill. Sharky got no Vil kills, but canceled the OG tower. Gonna drop a beautiful tower on the wood, on the gold, on the berries. It's gonna be a respawn tower, rapid response tower from ESJB with twice +1 the Vils. Gonna be winning that war of building. Jump in. Kill those Vils. If you kill these Vils, even if the tower goes up, it really stops this momentum. And they're just out of range, sadly. And the tower's going to go up. Those archers are in danger. Vils are going to just immediately back off to this wood line. And one thing I'll say is no man-at-arms clicked for ESJB, which I don't necessarily dislike. I think it could have been a lot of resources invested. Yeah.
You're knocked off. Kind of like a pickle. There's a pickle. I'm very interested to see how ESJB handles it. He just switches gold, okay? That's good.
That is good. That's the tea time response to all pressure ever.
It's the right response, right? If you don't get scared out, just do it.
So we're going forward with the archers and the skirmishers. I don't necessarily dislike it. I maybe would like to see the skirms stay home and the archers go forward or something like that, just because there is still the men-at-arms, but ultimately these two towers are going to be doing the work, and Sharky has basically failed at their goal, which was to take ESJB off of.
Did delay it though, cause a little bit of frustration, but
for sure. Do see Sharky running around with those infantry. No arson, but don't really need it because these are just tents that you start with. Trying to maybe house ESJB, and it might work, honestly, if that house goes down. Okay.
Sharky's been a little bit careless with the archers there. Lost two archers to the skirms. Trailed them in by accident. So ended up the skirms kind of moving forward. Probably a good call. Right call.
That's a good trade for ESJB though.
Yep.
Getting two archers, especially when you maybe shouldn't have. Sharky's lost two Vils, but ESJB's only killed one. So Sharky lost a Vil to Preferable. Men-at-arms gonna be responded to with some archers at home, keeping us on gold. And the lack of the follow-up tower means that ESJB is gonna be able to continue producing archers. Tower should go down very soon. We've got fletching in now for these skirmishers. No fletching for Sharky. So as of now, these skirms are going to outrange these archers. Eagle going to be soaking up a couple of shots here. But ultimately, the skirms are going to take down an archer. Eagle Warrior going to go down. And it's a bad trade for Sharky. That free armor plus fletching, really putting in work. Got the man-at-arms sent back home for Sharky. Gonna be followed by extra archers from esjb, and this army presence is keeping Sharky from any sort of full walling. The archers jump out of the TC right as the men-at-arms make contact. And there goes the walls laid down. But the archers, oh no, esjb is going the wrong way. No. Oh, we have no idea. We should have just kept going the way we were going. Force Caller going to be coming in for Sharky now, as the skirms are pushed out of the base by the men-at-arms and eagles. What do you think is the correct play here? Is it to try and get to castle first? Or do you think there's still more to be done in feudal? Neither player looks like they're looking for castle.
Honestly, I don't know. I actually don't know.
My concern is these players are both going to go all in on range units, and then not going to have enough res at some point to, like, make siege. I don't know why I'm thinking that far ahead, but there's just so little res on this map, and I'm used to games going to an hour 45 at least. The tower at home does go down, meaning esjb is chilling like a villain. The walls are going to be completed.
Like, we do see like the blacksmith mark going down for Sharky, so it's a clear indication of why it's the castle, right? So.
Oh yeah, but if we can deny this gold, no, the walls go up. Maybe a way in here. Gonna be a race. And we're gonna get walls behind for Sharky here. Archer goes down for esjb. Foundation is destroyed and a market is placed. But we have flushing. One thing I will say that we may see, and I know this is kind of a meme, but with Koreans, what's the chance we see a forward castle? esjb's got 3 on stone, they mine stone faster, and we're 2 minutes from castle, with Sharky not even clicking. Do you think a forward castle on the right, like, maybe a forward castle that denies this gold, or maybe a forward castle here? I think a forward castle here is safe as can be if we don't lose everything here. Forward siege, I will say. I think you're right. That is a better choice. Castle H has been clicked for Sharky, but esjb is a whole minute ahead. One of the things we talk about a lot is when you have the technology advantage, using that timing can be pivotal, eking out an advantage in these games. And Sharky constantly trying to wall this.
I wonder if it does go Castle H GG. Could be something.
Both players are still producing from their ranges, so we could just see both players go Castle H crossbow bodkin. Archer's going to be picking off from the back. So we see crossbow, bodkin, bow saw clicked immediately in castle. Sharky going to be looking to clean up these archers. What we need to not do is get hit for the next 15 seconds, while also not letting our units get pulled too far away. I'd prefer... I like this tower too. If we're going to chase here, I'd prefer we chase all together. But maybe I'm the crazy one. What do you think the chances of the investment into ballistics by building unit? Siege Workshop immediately for Sharky in response to the tower makes sense to me. Crossbow bot can also clicked, so that timing to get a kill on these balls, because we had half our units over here, we really, I guess, weren't able to get any. So not really too much of control over that situation for ESJB, and wouldn't be surprised if I saw this turn around, but they do have some low health. Second and third TC for ESJB. Is this a map to be doing that? Free guard tower gonna be putting in the work. Siege on the way for ESJB as well. I mean, do you think this is a mistake? This is a lot of res for potentially not that long of an investment.
I think it's just mostly just trying to secure the resources to like prevent the archers
From
doing
free
too much
roaming.
damage.
Makes sense to me. We got crossbows rolling in on both sides of the base now. They're going to immediately garrison. The TCs do go up. I think you're right about that then. It was perfect timing too. We got crossbows chasing crossbows all around the map. Gonna be rocket carts for ESJB. Sharky, 2 mangoes for them. Sharky bot stone for a TC.
I think naturally Sharky would have wanted the siege workshop to be forward, but obviously it has to be done defensively, and now that kind of stifles the momentum. Kind of a good play from
Agreed.
ESJB.
Well, and the tower going up right as ESJB was hitting castle, and then Sharky being up later means that Sharky was first thinking about how do I deal with this tower, not thinking, oh, you know, I could build this siege workshop forward and then build a ram and send the ram back, you know.
What's up, Xfed? Good to see you.
Xved! I'm gonna be streaming at all times of day, Xved. It's gonna be about when co-casters can cast, and then if there's no co-caster, I'll be streaming during pretty regular times, but anywhere from like 4 a.m. my time to like 11 p.m. my time is fair game for a stream. Tower may get denied. Mango's gonna be shooting the rocket cart. Rocket cart goes down. No Vill's lost yet. Big shot by the Mango. Vill goes down. Tower gonna be prioritized. Lots of crossbows where you can't decide where we want to shoot. Repairing. Big shot on the crossbows, but the tower will go up. We can't decide what we want to shoot. You need to prioritize the Vills here to give yourself room to breathe as the crossbows finish off the Vills. Tower's left at 76%. Both players focusing here. Palisade's going to go down. Mango's going to come forward, get another big shot off. That's 2 rocket carts. 2 rocket carts. This Mango's got 10 kills and no cares in the world.
Denied the tower. It's killed villagers. Pushed this back. Hero trap.
We got more crossbows rolling over.
Yeah, Manga now.
Ooh, good rocket shark caught. I don't even want to repeat what I said. Rocket cart, good shot there, but there is another Mango already. Sharky had 2 ready to go from the start. Archery range is gonna go down. Crossbow's gonna be rolling around the backside here for Sharky. And something I talk about a lot is, you know, the player whose base is where the fight is happening tends to be the player who is more frantic, you know?
Yeah.
But alternatively, you're looking over here as ESJB, which I doubt he is. But if you are, 1 Mango shot and all of this can be gone, you know?
Yeah. I think it was like 1990, like 2000 years. They have like a million eyes everywhere all at once. Crazy.
But sometimes it can take like 2 seconds of looking away, you know, looking away to cue Bills, and you look back and the mango shot's already midair. What can you do? Let's take a look at vision here. So Sharky really prioritizing this front here, and trying to get pressure with the crossbows. Alternatively, esjb, a little more vision, a lot more TCs. Either player gone for relics. No. Crossbow is going to be thwarted by the TC. Mango Rocket Cart War still waging on. Rocket Cart gets another kill. They both go in, and it's a Mango win. But there's just so many Rocket Carts for ESJB.
Oh, ballsy. Very ballsy.
If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna do it, go further in. If you're gonna go in, go in.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go deep, go deep. Your one saving grace is that you range the TC. I'm gonna give this. I'm about to rate an 1900 2K players castle, and he's gonna be like, "What is this guy talking about? He doesn't know anything, and he sucks." This is like a 5 out of 10 castle. It's an inside joke, ESJB. I promise I am not throwing shade at you, and I have nothing but respect, and you could beat me any day in this game. 3rd TC, 4th TC for Sharky. Sharky with the impeccable farms. Adding in Eagle Warriors. Not necessarily a bad idea, especially when we're into predominantly siege and crossbows. I think I like the Eagle edition. My biggest concern is just how much it costs.
What's going on in ESJB space?
ESJB said he was scared of the siege. You have to not be... when you forward castle, you have the power of God and anime on your side. So you just gotta go for it. When you start building a forward castle, you should hear Evangelion going on in your head.
Kiki!
Kiki! Good morning.
I do like the placement of Sharky's archers just to kind of like
Oh, this is beautiful. It's just annoying enough. Like, and Sharky obviously doesn't think this is gonna kill a bunch of ills. But what it is going to do is it's going to make ESJB look just a little bit more at home and a little bit less here, you know? It's going to slow the push just a little bit as we wait for those upgrades on those Eagle Warriors. Man, I'm excited. I think Eagles could go crazy here. Any upgrades specifically? We're never getting the Imp Tech, so no. Although I will say Maya was a good pick here because I forgot they get extra resources. Lots of rams coming in. Dodging and weaving on the rocket cart. Eagle Warriors come out! It was a trap! Rocket carts are trying to run away. Villagers jump in the castle. Crossbows going to be trying to clean up the Eagle Warriors. Do they have enough armor to survive the castle? The volleys? The death ball is balling. The rams are ramming. The vills are repairing. The vills aren't repairing.
Igalos Hooverin.
Igalos. And if we can get more eagles out, this is going to be a good unit for Sharky. And ESJB isn't going to have the ability to tech switch. And if all you can make is skirms and crossbows into Eagle Warriors, you're not going to be having a fun time. And the rams are ramming, and the vills are scramming, and the eagles are eagling.
ESJB is panicking. We're trying to make militia, we're trying to make fire lancers, we need something.
We're desperately trying to find something that's not skirms against these eagles.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, there's nothing worse than A, missing all of your shots on a unit, and B, if you do hit, every shot does 1 damage. ESJB is stressing in the chat right now. Well, that was a good cleanup, actually. Those eagles probably could have killed way more of those skirms if they weren't hitting that house. ESJB gonna be getting in melee armor.
Momentum's changed.
Oh, yeah.
Vastly behind Sharky. We
Oh,
have a
yeah.
push coming still. This is gonna be scary. I guess we're gonna try and gamble on fire lancers to see if they can.
I mean, that initial shot does base like flat damage, right? So it's not necessarily a bad idea.
I think if ESGB had more time, he'd tech into infantry militia, but
I definitely think he would have, yeah.
Oh god, this is it.
And the Rams might be enough. We just need to make sure that the Eagles hold and the Rams stay up. Oh, you can't hear Dizzy?
Oopsie.
Can you actually not hear Dizzy, Xped? I'll turn her up after this one.
Galos. I need to yell more like this time.
I've never yelled once. I love the TC getting added by ESJB. This is a never say die mentality. ESJB is getting kills on these Eagles, but the Eagles just, there's so many more where that came from in comparison to what ESJB can respond with. I appreciate the confidence to immediately replace this, especially when we know what we need is gold. I think something we could do is maybe try and get some raids on this. Maybe try and get some relics of our own. But Sharky getting relics, I think, is a sign that both these players are expecting this game to go longer.
I'm not sure about this castle.
What? Sharky?
No.
What is it for? Ah, for
if
deleting.
We are go defensive,
good. Okay,
yeah,
this is
marginally
better. Marginally.
Yeah.
At least it's
I
on the
on the hill
gold.
between this gold and the stone, but
Nah, it should be right here.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
alternatively right here.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's better. That's genuinely better. I give that one a 5. That's a 5. That's a 6.
And
that's a 6. I'm giving this a 6.
Well, like this brutal.
Imp coming in for Sharky, and that could spell disaster. I don't think ESJB can do anything if Sharky is sitting with Eagles in front of Trebs under castle.
Third armor, third attack. Goes hard.
Oh yeah.
Vulcans. Eldorado.
Why is he grabbing you, Skirm? Sharky, why are you grabbing you, Skirm?
Just some trash. Oh, I think for the fire lancers, in preparation for fire lancers.
Okay, but I feel like the Eagles do good enough. Am I the weird one?
No, I think they are like equal trade, but
Kiki, you guys had issues in our
you
base?
want, like,
sorry.
Your gold. You want a gold comp and then another just trash comp, and I think.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
You can't exactly go
full eagle.
Like pikes won't really help, and obviously cavalry is no go.
Yeah, when you put it that way, the gold trash comp, it makes a lot of sense because like eagles are melee, so why wouldn't you choose the range trash option?
Didn't actually tell you, I'm actually 2000 elo now.
Oh my goodness! Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
We're gonna see, and I forgot about the unique tech that gives the skirms an extra projectile, so that's just a whole nother reason to add them. And there we go, Elite Eagle Warrior is gonna be insane. We can do a lot of damage with this, and ESJB clicks Imp and then cancels it, and then clicks it in another TC. I'm assuming it was clicked in this TC, and that's why it got changed. But if we see Trebs come out for Sharky, this could spell disaster, because Sharky has 40 soon to be elite, fully armored.
Oh, they're gonna
and
Hulk
plus 40
Oh, dude,
HP.
that's
These are going to
gross.
be like rolling up with a tank in World War One for ESJB. There's just it's gonna feel insurmountable.
I got to use them earlier in the team game. That's so good.
When you get to go full Eagles and your upgrades are ahead of your opponents, there's nothing that feels more like cheating, because you can just run under TCs. If you have arson, you can kill TCs, you can raid, you can kill things. Like, as long as there's no like hand cannons or champions, you're chilling.
Yeah. My
The
three
last
opponents
attack
were, like,
upgrade.
all out so I was just happy.
Almost 50 elite Eagle Warriors in for Sharky.
Heavy power, let's go.
Heavy plow now, you know what? Better now than never. We're getting ballistics. On the flip side, we're getting squires and chainmail armor for ESJB. ESJB is almost up to Imp, but 2 trebs in the queue for Sharky means that ESJB is on a timer.
It's gonna be infinite GG. Yeah, MP is GG. As a 2K player myself, that's what I would do.
Of course. What? Dizzy, did you know that was gonna happen?
Yeah, I'm 2K. Also, the APM 6-7, hell yeah, CSJB.
Oh my god.
Even if you lost, you won the moral victory.
Not actually. I am gonna turn you up though, so tell me if Dizzy is too
Yeah.
loud now, guys. Dizzy, can you say something?
Hello.
Okay, you should be so much louder now.
Hello, привет.
Let's look at stats real quick.
6-7, 6-7.
So we got 1.37 to 0.73 kill ratio. We got twice the army high for Sharky. And I think that that's really a big key thing here, is that Sharky actually had the ability to mass a unit after wiping out all of ESJB's army.
So I have a good question for you.
Yeah.
Where do you think it went wrong for ESJB?
Here.
Yeah.
But if
Why?
you want the
Why, yeah.
serious answer, I think the problem for ESJB is we didn't predict the Eagles, and Sharky did a really good job of not pulling the trigger on the Eagles until he could wipe out everything ESJB. Like, look at this. It's not that ESJB made a mistake. The only mistake ESJB made was not scouting the Rams and the Eagles. Because if he scouts that, maybe we get a little more siege out to deal with the Rams. Maybe we can go, like, into infantry sooner. Maybe we can, I don't know. There are things you can do, but until ESJB knows this is coming, like, it really was kind of a blitzkrieg, where the second ESJB sees this, we're getting full 6 Rams in our face with 19 Eagle Warriors against units that do 1 damage, you know? So jokingly, the joke was the castle placement, but the true answer is we had to see the Eagles coming before they came.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that.
Alrighty.
And you did see my, like, kind of brain, like, churning on you. I said, well, what happens if Eagles come out? And, like, I would have gone straight into Eagles, but I think Sharky just shows there just why you play archers and then wait to pull the trigger, you know? Like, that's brilliant.
Yes. I think one thing that higher elo players do is they almost always don't just take straight up fights. They try and bait you under their castle. They try and get on a hill. They try and wait till they have advantage. They try and wait till they have numbers or upgrades, you know? Um,
Yep.
and I think we saw that from both players last. Would you agree?
Indeed.
Are you ready to jump into game 2?
Yes.
Would you like to introduce, or do you want me to?
No, you can do it.
Alrighty. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game 2 of this Specialist Cup final for the Conqueror bracket on the Continental map type pool. We have in the blue, on the Dravidians, esjb, and in the red, on the Japanese, Sharkyaoe. And we are on... Go ahead and say it for me, Dizzy.
No, it's just very unorthodox to move 3 villagers straight into the middle.
Oh, I was saying
Sharky's
the
moved
name
3.
of the map because you like it. But yeah, this is a very
Yeah.
aggressive food decision to make. Do you like this or do you dislike this? esjb also going to send Vil out. Maybe this is, you know, high-level gameplay. The thought process is, well, we're definitely not going to fight for the first, like, 5 minutes.
Well, like, naturally, I mean, you gotta get onto the fish because it's just quickest food source anyway, but...
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, pal, man.
Normally I pull a boar and then pivot into it, but obviously with the Japanese you get a discount on mills and stuff, so...
True.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, I'm just not used to...
No, you're fine.
So
you're the one who said you like this map, so you want to tell me why you like this map?
Well, exactly this. You normally just pivot into men-at-arms. You want to go into a men-at-arm rush, you know. I've never said like such things before with men-at-arms, but I tend to like maps where there's lots of shorefish in the middle and there's just high action straight away from the feudal. And this is gonna be one of those. Japanese is probably gonna have an advantage, obviously having a discount on mills, lumber camps and stuff, and also having the insane infantry. Dravidians obviously have a boost from wood when you go up to the next stage, and pretty nice infantry too, so quite interesting. But I think Japanese is the S+ tier civ on this one.
I think I agree.
Shall see how it goes.
I think another civ that, or you can correct me if I'm wrong, but a civ I would play on this map is Berbers. In my opinion, faster moving villagers is a great shore fish bonus because so much of the time of shore fishing is not actually the fishing, it's the walking. So having the built-in speed, in my opinion, is a food bonus. And then you have cheaper stable units, so you can go shore fish with more efficient shore fish plus cheaper scouts. And no, it's not as good with like men-at-arms now.
Yeah.
Men-at-arms are so much more common.
Well, I think the timing is going to be men-at-arm timing, and I think if you try and like go into cavalry, like if you make scouts, they just lose to men-at-arms. So
sure,
need, like,
and they're later, so you have less.
With Berbers, yeah, like I do agree. I think if you survive the initial kind of onslaught, you will be good. But Japanese is a great civ to go against Berbers as well. Like obviously in the arms and stuff.
So
I do like this start though.
I agree. I was gonna say I like this start. I think both players are definitely gonna go men-at-arms. Do you think we're gonna see both players continue to commit to men-at-arms, or are we gonna see the typical men-at-arms into archers play?
Yeah.
So something to note, esjb did point this out. They forgot to build a lumber camp originally, but they had to chop a little bit around the base to make this lumber camp. Because they made the mill too early, not remembering that the Japanese have cheaper mills, and I think maybe scouted this and was like, oh yeah, great idea. Could be wrong about that.
Yeah, luckily it's not too bad though. It didn't. I think you'll be in a more dominant position if you kind of just play it normal. I think it was, regardless, just for a mill play straight away is probably better anyway. So.
Yeah. All right. esjb got loom, is waiting for the food to click feudal. Feudal is already clicked for Sharky, but no loop. Yes, loop. Sorry. Both players have clicked feudal. Sharky is going to have a 30-second advantage. How long does Men-at-Arms take to research? Do you know?
1 minute 30.
1 minute 30. So it's going to be a 30-second
I
advantage
don't
on
actually
that
know.
too.
We shall see. We shall see.
You can't say things
gonna
with
guess
such
130.
confidence. I trust you.
I got a feeling it's 130, but we shall see.
Militia coming out for esjb already. I think I honestly would like to see esjb go ahead and go forward, but I understand waiting.
So where is that pal Matt? What's up, Yakko? Hello, hello. Welcome on in, everyone, to Tactical Tea Time. The stream of tea times.
Horse is going down. esjb microing the horse out. Militia?
Moment of truth.
Okay, I like this. Again, this is exactly what Sharky did in game 1, though. It's Men-at-Arms with a tower behind.
This could be very risky. Obviously, villagers... Oh, 30 seconds. All right, I was wrong. But, like, if all the villagers commit to fighting this back, I guess Sharky's micro would be too good anyway, but... Generally, it could be risky because, like, villagers fight and punch this back, so...
Yeah, I think maybe
And
Sharky was...
especially 'cause yeah.
Go ahead.
When arms come in, I think this is going to snowball pretty quickly. Maybe even might deny... No, okay. Might deny the archery range. No. There's just too many. So I did say 38 seconds, right, for the upgrades. Yeah. Good.
38 seconds. Was it 38 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay.
And not 1 minute 30.
Oh, okay. But that does mean having 30 seconds early uptime is why... That's what I was going to say before. I think part of the reason Sharky felt comfortable to drop this tower was because Sharky knew they were up to feudal first, which means they knew their Men-at-Arms was going to come in.
Yeah.
I think that's where that confidence comes from. What is the thought process here? I need shorefish, so I'm going to tower the other shorefish?
Yeah. We need some sort of space to...
Makes sense. You don't just want to completely
Archer comes
concede
out.
shorefish.
Are we going to lose the
There's
archer?
so many Men-at-Arms here, though.
Micro.
There's so many Men-at-Arms here with armor, and the armor is so good. Oh my goodness, this is so unfortunate for esjb. And such good foresight by Sharky to just keep adding the Men-at-Arms and grab the armor. Oh, it's a massacre. I think we got too many things hitting Vills and not enough things hitting Men-at-Arms, but in those situations, it's hard to micro anything.
Well, and now there's snowballs. One player has Jarfish, the other doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just gonna go... And losing 7 Vills. Yeah, I consider this over. GG.
It's not an unwinnable situation, but it's not one I think I could win from. Unless there
No,
was,
I think
like...
it's over. Completely over. No coming back from this. If the SGB wins this, I'll never stream again.
That's not some... Wait, no, this is not an incentive. I'm not saying that, like, it is probable. I'm saying there's a chance.
No, there's no chance. I don't think there is. I don't see it.
I'm a believer. esjb says,
Sorry,
let's
SJB,
go.
I'm throwing you into the bus already. Oh no, let's go. Oh no. There's no way.
Oh,
no,
this
I
is either going to be the greatest comeback ever, or esjb is messing with you.
I think messing with me.
I don't know. Look at this. We're on Shorefish. Ignore all of the units about to kill these bills. But I mean, the archers are there. With skirms responding. It's a bit of a fiesta.
How many does Sharky have on gold?
6.
What about SJB?
7. Why?
Let's go.
Oh, you Dizzy, you mother friend of mine. Oh my god, I'm livid. I'm locked into this 2K cast and you just tricked me. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I fell for that. I cannot believe I fell for that. You were so genuine too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm still gonna trust you, but your reputation is forever tarnished. And the Archer's gonna have a really tough time against these skirms. ESJB also not gonna have the res to get. Even if we built a blacksmith, we wouldn't necessarily have the res to get fletching or armor with. And I think you're right, this does, just the amount of map pressure and the lack of shorefish really should snowball here. Okay. And Sharky takes the win.
Woo. I still get the stream, that's good. Yeah, unfortunately, yes, JB. But
hey,
it's a tough matchup. It's Japanese.
I believed in you, ESJB. But yeah, no, I think you outlined it perfectly in the ways and the whys that Japanese are the best on this kind of map. Yeah, and not to mention just, and this is the snowball, right? Of just,
yeah.
It's such a short game and it feels like there's not much to look at, but you can see even just in the short time how ESJB is able to call this game and the lack of shortfish. Just makes hope a non sequitur.
That was one of Sharky's home maps, right? So
I believe so.
I just look at it like, that was Sharky's home maps. Just, get on to the next one. Just fresh minds. Let's go.
What?
Yeah, yes, JB. Because like you still have nice I don't know though the cheap attack on the Dravidians is nice, but I feel like the Japanese is still just so strong with the infantry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and also messing up the Dark Age with the lumber mill and the mill. I forgot about that. You're right. Yeah, there was just it was a hard matchup that we then also kind of, I wouldn't call it blundering. I think it's more just like nerves, tournament play, getting things out of order on accident.
That map can be like a give off and take off,
Yes.
All it takes is one moment, you lose 7 veils and it's just over.
Alrighty, this is one of my favorite maps ever. Give me, Izzy, if I play this, can you talk for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go, boss.
So I will talk for a second. One. There you go. Classic. So I was actually saying I think it could be like Magyars versus Georgians. There is Magyars versus Georgians. Could be interesting. Magyars and Georgians. Magyars. The CA scary CA. Georgians scary cavalry. There we go. It's I feel the build on this map is very difficult. You kind of decide to go hybrid or sometimes players, I don't know, it's a weird one. It's very hard for me to play it. And both players are so far apart, so like, do you just go fast castle, probably get away with it, but then does Sharky go into scouts? We're probably just going to get a feudal scout war, I assume. Yeah. The Georgians do get the regen.
I've
and
come.
Also Magyars get the free attack. Welcome back.
Please continue.
I said, right, I'm going to talk for 1 second. 1 second. And then I stopped.
Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 3 of the Specialist Cup Finals. We have in the blue on the Georgians, ESJB. In the red on the Magyar, Sharkyaoe, and we are on Spiral. Very fun map, and we did get a dock generation. So I was thinking maybe Persians here, but we're actually gonna get Georgians and Magyars, and I'm sure you were, it sounded like you were talking a little bit about how Cav can be strong in this map.
Yeah, it's kind of the civs I kind of called, right? Because the maps, like, it just feels like there's a lot of time between both of your TCs. You need mobility. You can go on a weird hybrid build. I think Persians would be good, but maybe Persians been saved for another map. So
True. I am interested to see if, what are we gonna see any, like, what feudal aggression would we see? Just scouts from both players, do you think?
I think scouts. Yeah.
Wall up at home
Like-
and scouts.
So maybe a player could fast castle, but highly unlikely.
agree.
There's a lot of time between you both, but I still think it's unlikely.
I agree.
I think when you get to like this kind of level, you gotta play the feudal and just try and work it from there, right?
Yeah. Well, and especially with the fish, it does make sustaining villager production and scout production just a little bit easier. I am curious, you know, back in TCC days, we saw people go forward and like for dock sometimes. Do you think that's something we'll see at this elo, or do you think that that's just a distraction?
I don't think so. I don't think it's worth the investment of resources. There's not too much fish in there, right? So you just like, it's a weird one.
Makes sense. Second board coming in for ESJB here. Second board already in for Sharky. And consistently, we've seen ESJB get the barracks up earlier. And even age up earlier. But
You know what that means? What that is? That's
What?
Well, that's the difference between 2001 and 1900.
the difference is when you build the barracks. You know what's crazy is I believe that there are people who believe that.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
it's true in some ways, but in other ways, I think it's just, it's more of a cascade effect. You know, if you build the barracks too early,
Yeah.
but you have enough res for what you're doing and nothing is delayed, then it doesn't matter. So there's a window in which it's acceptable, you know?
I think there's different types of players. Like some players are better in earlier games. Others kind of also
Ooh.
flourish more when I'm predicted. There's all different sorts of stuff, right? Like, so it's not just plain simple as.
True. Feudal Age is only a minute and a half away.
Yeah, even with the slower, you know, I like both players are still extremely fast. To be
Yeah.
honest. Like ESJB is still done really well, you know. So got himself in great positions. Well, let's just not game 2, but it is where it is, you know. But he's still a great player.
Well, and on a map like that, if you get super early rushed and pushed off the middle, it is kind of a death sentence, right? So
Yeah.
it's super polarizing in that you win fast, but you also lose fast.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't think about was the mule cart, and the mule cart's kind of goated for this map just because of the way the res is sort of spread around. You can really take advantage of like, I need gold right here. Boom, let me throw these bills on gold. Oh, I need food. Let me throw these bills on food, you know? I think it's, you know, you got this hunt out here too. Just all...
Also, we kind of skipped over it. Like ESJB saved his villager, right? That was an insane save. Like
Yeah, and killed
like, the quick roll on
Sharky's
the top
scout.
Villager, I thought the villager was a goner, but that was great reflexes.
Yeah. Well, and I was worried about the Vil the second that scout just walked around. I was like, hopefully ESJB just doesn't try and walk back out, you know? And Feudal Age came in identically for both players. Or am I tripping? I thought ESJB was up way earlier, but I guess I'm...
I think it was the loom as well, like the way the players got loom.
Oh,
One delayed the loom.
Double bed axe coming in for Sharky now. ESJB gonna go ahead and house wall on the sides. This is pretty standard. I'm tripping.
ESJB's gonna be like, right, that's it, enough. 1v2, you both. Just, we're just gonna ass kicked.
I was gonna say I thought ESJB was up significantly early than Sharky. But
Yeah.
anyways, both players walling up, even a little bit of like extra walling from Sharky. Spears versus scouts in the middle here. Interesting. The Magyar player went for spears. The fun thing about that is because of the Magyar's bonus, they get the +1 attack too. So not completely unviable, and especially viable when you know your opponent wants to make scouts. Sleep well, Christella.
Good night, Christella.
He added more fish, that's why? Ah, I see. I got you.
This is the part where we said earlier where we're completely out of our depth. It's like, I'm completely happy with you just as like correct us here and there. Just
Right? Yeah, it's like,
know,
here, teach us something,
it's so hard to see
please.
this with you. Yeah.
It feels bad because, you know, I think a lot of people watch casts because they want to learn, but when you get to this high in the elo, unless you're watching the pro or unless it's like T90 or somebody like that, really, we don't have much advice more than just giving you a bird's eye view.
Yeah, just trying to give her our best shot of what we see and just enjoying. Like, I just tend to enjoy watching the players because they're just,
Fishing
it's like
lines,
a craft, you know, like when you see a good craft, craftsmanship is just good.
it's like they're
Yeah, but what about
mining
fishing
and
lines?
crafting and everything. Spears all around the map.
What art thou confused about, O tea time?
I'm confused.
You said fishing lines.
I'm not confused. I was looking to
Oh.
see if Sharky got fishing lines before, and then I saw it come in.
Ah, right. This is,
Just because Sharky went more on fish.
yeah.
The scouts for ESJB are gonna try and find their way into Sharky's base, but perpetually going to be repelled by more spears. As we see a bunch of spears fighting each other over here for ESJB. Or sorry, ESJB is gonna win that.
Yep.
I learned from watching my games cast. Fluffy has casted some in the past. He's significantly lower elo, but hearing and reflecting on what's happening with someone else. Helpful? Yeah, I mean, perspective, but also just getting to rewatch our game in hopefully a slightly entertaining way is also a great way to learn. Just VOD review. That's how a lot of pros learn. I am interested to see here. Go ahead.
I missed the... Which Fluffy? Which Fluffy?
I'm assuming Mr. Fluffy, but I'm probably wrong. Is this dock because it's the only way you can block this?
Yeah.
Okay, so this
Dock
should be
block.
full walled now.
Oh,
Fluffy
sweet,
bunny,
it's the Fluffy
yeah.
bunny. Okay, that's high.
Augers.
Fine.
Gonna be a tower on the wood line, a house wall behind. Archers are gonna try and deny, but there's gonna be enough bills there. It should be fine. The fire I originally thought was kind of silly, but now that I see that Sharky has walled every inch of this base mostly, the fire kind of makes sense. It just keeps us secure in case ESJB decides to come forward. But ESJB is going to click Castle Age, and Sharky is going to come around with the scouts, trying to get some raiding into ESJB. ESJB not being anywhere near as secure with the walling as Sharky.
I think you can... Not too bad, maybe. Nope. Yeah, thanks.
Good walls from ESJB. One to 0 Eco KD in favor of ESJB. Yeah, bonking away at that stable. A couple of galleys coming out for Sharky, so Sharky's gonna have a couple of more hours on the water.
Oh, my head would explode if I was playing this. There's just so much going on. Like water and this and that.
Spear's gonna be coming on. Sharky eating them away. I have to go take gold on the outside here soon, so I wonder if esjb is preparing for a second TC on the outer gold.
Outer rim.
Is that a movie, or is that a game, or is that...
Ooh.
Is it a real thing? I feel like I've heard the outer rim. That could be. I believe you. Crossbow, Bodkin, and Bowsaw all coming in for ESJB now. Castle Age is still 50 seconds away for Sharky. So ESJB is going to have a bit of a technological advantage. Where are the crossbows? A couple here.
Keep going, I just gotta refill my drink. Go back.
No worries. ESJB is going to be going into crossbows and husbandry. Ah, I see. We're gonna go CA. Interesting. CA, do they regenerate as well? I'm assuming so, since they're mounted. Not bad. I like the idea. Light Cav coming in for Sharky, first thing. But there's a world where it's denied. It's not going to be this one, though. As the scouts come in, and Light Cav comes in, just before the stable goes down. We've got Knights, we've got Light Cav. And the crossbows are going to be struggling with the high Pierce armor, going to be trying to snipe the bills that are repairing the stable. And it's going to be a cleanup on Isle Sharky. ESJB forced to retreat back with the CA. Hopefully we can get some good micro going here. But the Light Cav, again, they're going to be quick. They're going to be high on the Pierce armor, just slightly slower than the CA. Only because Sharky doesn't have husbandry. And ESJB does. Husbandry coming in for Sharky now as they realize that they aren't catching up to the CA. They should catch up to the CA. Sharky gonna click right now. We've chopped through on the top here. The crossbow is hanging out. Potentially a weakness that ESJB can exploit with Light Cav later if this isn't walled. Husbandry is gonna come in. Now we'll take a look at these Light Cav, and now the Light Cav are faster than the CA by just a little bit. CA gonna be looking to surround and micro down as much of this raiding party as possible. And ESJB is gonna be chilling. These villas are all gonna be defended. Got a full TC. Got a full bundle of CA. Gonna be forced to look for damage elsewhere. Sharky gonna luck out, running straight into one of ESJB's other TCs. Finding where another potential raiding cart late in the game. Gonna be 3 TCs for ESJB, which I love. I'm a big boomer.
Yes.
And we are TC'd on stone, which makes me think we're gonna see a defensive castle of some kind from ESJB. Potentially even a castle on a hill near the middle so that we can build, but I'm not sure we're thinking that far ahead yet.
Alright, I'm back. Go.
Welcome back. Second TC for Sharky on the stone as well. The CA gonna be moving forward for ESJB. Galley's gonna be taking a couple of pot shots, but for the most part, the CA are gonna be safe from anything that's here. The biggest concern is the fact that the CA are completely blocked out, but if they can push through here and kill these villas, they could deny the TC, but rather, we're gonna go kill the galley. Oh, there's a hole here. He could have just ran around anyways. Unfortunate. Raiding party grows on the front side for Sharky. as the reinforcements of CA at home keep them from idling ESJB's eco for too long. Plenty of gold available still to ESJB, but Sharky is gonna need to find a way to have some safe gold, because right now this is the closest thing Sharky has to a safe gold. This TC getting denied is not going to help that situation at all. Ooh, you really want to delete this TC if you're Sharky. It's not a quick death.
It takes 7 years.
I was going to say, it's not a quick death, but if you don't do it, it's a lot of res, especially when you only got 1 on wood. Okay, there we go. It's been fixed. Armor coming in for the cavalry. PC does get deleted. Wheelbarrow is in. Gold mining is in for ESJB. The CA are going to be looking for a bit of a pincer here on the northeastern spiral. We don't have the second armor, but we do have Bodkin. Don't get Thumbring, and we don't have... There's that defensive castle. Not exactly where I thought it would go. Not where I would put it. But it does defend this side partially from raids. And there is more stone under it, with which will allow us to get more castles. I do think potentially a castle over here or a castle over here could have been better. And I'm not just saying that because you're getting attacked here right now. I'm saying it because this is sort of the thoroughfare into your main econ, whereas this is sort of less of a...
Yep.
Gonna find value taking out quite a few CA here, though. Ricky needs to be careful not to just throw all this away. But it's gonna get cleaned up anyways as the CA come home. Sharky knows that, so Sharky's thinking, let me just get what I can get. Not gonna pitch a fit. It's gonna be 15 to 14 eco KD. Like I have a knight's gonna try and clean up the CA on the front with a interesting middling castle from Sharky. If this castle is a 3 out of 10, this castle's a 2 out of 10. And that's what they are.
Why? Map control.
Well,
Yes,
what is
JB,
this
like, obviously
controlling?
secures-
What is this controlling?
The woods belong to him. Wood is like difficult.
Okay,
and then this is
okay.
control the map.
Alternatively, this covers wood, fish,
Yeah,
wood,
but it doesn't cover the stone
TC.
or the TC. Well, TC I guess, but not the stone.
Mwahaha. Okay, well, this... You can't retroactively make a castle better. Once a castle's built, it's been judged for who it is. I see them for what they truly are.
Yeah.
Castle going
Just
up for
as
ESJB, and this is closer to what I wanted. I don't necessarily hate it. I am going to say that it doesn't really defend you from raiding. They can still run straight around and raid you. But maybe I don't understand the point of defensive castles. Okay, well, this is just ridiculous. Even for me. We're going 5 TC boom for Sharky here.
Well, they're just lumber camps, but in garrison. Mining camps.
How I treat dungeons.
Yeah.
CA gonna be struggling to find any damage because all of the econ is under TCs.
I kind of wish the SGB seen the fish traps.
Oh, nice.
Okay, nice. Does.
Very good cleanup there.
Were you confused when you come back and you see like Doc shooting and shit?
Huh? What'd
Because
you
like
say?
obviously you could never garrison docks before, could you?
Yeah, I was very confused. Yeah. Well, I think Malay could. Or am I crazy? I thought it was like a civ.
Actually, I think it was the Gajaras.
Gajaras could do it,
Gajaras
and then Malay could
was a better
shoot
guy.
arrows with harbors.
Yeah.
So they kind
harbors.
of gave both of those to everybody.
Dravidians, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Orange Gajaras, okay, okay.
Very nice. Another castle.
What'd you rate this?
At this point, you just put it here or like here. I understand we're afraid, but we've got so many CA here. Like, you just put it in front, and then you make your mining camp, and then you're chilling like a villain. This is not even on a hill, which means your opponent, if they castle here or here, can just treb you from a hill, downhill. Thank you for coming to my castle TED Talk. I give this a solid 2 out of 10.
Yeah, it is on a hill. There you go.
It is?
Take that.
I thought the center of the foundation had to be on the hill for it to count as elevated.
You're telling me, SJB. Don't take us crap anymore. Just say enough. Enough.
I respect ESJB's willingness to take crap from a 1000 elo player. Sharky gonna go defensive castle at home, and honestly, I like this. This is the best defensive castle in the game. It gets 3.
There's gonna be a raid at the back of ESJB's base now. We just pin it down a little bit. There we go.
Magyar, Hazar, and Light Cav Bazaar. But the CA
Oh,
come
they get
in,
trapped.
and we get a good little split up here. We're gonna cut them off at the pass. Shoot them like your Legolas. Get an arrow stuck in your... Sorry, what? And we're actually gonna... Oh, I was so scared that these were gonna run into this corner and get stuck. They're actually gonna run into this corner. No, okay. I keep seeing visions of them just getting trapped in a corner and getting murdered by the CA. But they never come to fruition. Another castle for ESJB. I guess this castle placement doesn't matter if you're just gonna have all of the map control in the world. None of my comments matter when they have this much res and they use it.
Which is your favorite castle out of all? Is the top question now.
Spirit of the Lost said that, I think? I thought what we discovered was that the center of the foundation had to be on the hill. Because that's what I've thought forever, and I'm a Spirit of the Law diehard, but I also have a terrible memory. So conversely to how much I love Spirit of the Law, I do trust that my memory fails me often. Imperial Age is in for HJB, and that's going to be Bracer and Chemistry. For the CA, do we get Heavy CA? Yes. We also get Parthian Tactics. We also have regen on them. Going to be another engagement. The CA going to be microing away. I think the problem here is Sharky can't get any damage with this army because if he stops moving, he gets shot. But alternatively, ESJ can't get any like damage with his army because there's no way in. Trebs are coming though, and this is what I was hoping for. I am intrigued that we're going this way first.
Look, the Magyar Hussar just destroys traps and stuff, so...
Yeah. They're an exceptional threat diving unit. Heavy CA and Conscription coming in for ESJB now. And they survive on low HP, but they survive. Turkey giving ESJB the run around. I really think we need to pick up all these CA and bring them over here and get all our army together because we don't want to get dove by a bunch of Magyar Hussar. If I'm wrong, I wasted so many castles. Well, ESJB, I am willing to fact check myself after this game, but I also don't want you to feel like I think I'm right just because I remember something, because that's definitely not the case. And here we are, and this is formidable, honestly. We've got almost a full stack of fully upgraded, soon to be fully upgraded CA against almost the same number of Magyar Hazar, but we have the downhill attack on most of these. The CA going to be able to get much more spread here. The last thing we want to do is tank with the Trebs, though, because they're going to fall like butter. One Treb down. And the CA are going to win that engagement as the castle goes down. And Sharky calls the GG.
GG.
First one for ESJB. I never doubted for a second. Really good. Really good.
Let's go.
And Sharky having the wherewithal to understand that ESJB is just going to have more Trebs and going to steamroll through, and it's going to take a while before you get anything that can either tech switch or even create enough units to deal with this death ball ESJB has got going on. Any notes here for the 2100 player? Dizzy.
Get good.
Get good. You heard it here first, folks. Good win, ESJB. I like it. Also, yeah, 2 kill KD really shows exactly how that last fight went. ESJB army high, but the difference was, I think, that the army was more upgraded and range. Toxic Dizzy. I don't know.
No, I'm not toxic.
I don't know if someone who has spent most of their AoE career in my elo can be toxic towards someone who could probably beat both of us at the same. But that's just me. Imp, I think, was the big key here to Sharky GGing with no way to contest the Trebs. With Trebs, you really don't have a fun time trying to defend there. Are you ready to jump into game 4? Or yeah, game 4?
Yes. I'm on the ESJB hype train now. Let's go.
Ooh.
We're on the comeback.
Don't call it a comeback. He was just getting warmed up.
Yeah.
Oh, you were promised a castle fact check, and I will deliver.
Hey guys, Spirit of the Law here. I had a request to do a video on the attack bonus for cliffs, and I realized I have no idea how that works. So I tried to do some research out of my own interest, but it sounds like other people are confused too. Go back and forth saying.
Double audio. Huh?
Double audio? That's so weird. The way you would be double audio.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah, that is weird. Yeah,
Is he-
that is weird.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to go back to the drawing board and take a look at another big age topic that really gets talked about in depth and conversion Sky Tower. on a hill, and you have your flat ground. Don't think that you're gonna lose it because you have flat ground because you don't have the hill.
Okay, so for buildings of 3x3 size, it's the middle tile. For 2x2 and 4x4, it's the left of the central vertex. Not true for DE. Not true for DE. So there is some precedent for the center tile being the determining factor, but it may not be always. If it's an even tiled building. Does that make sense?
If you go down one, if you click that link, the elevation Age
This
of
one?
Empires series.
Oh, this one?
That one, yeah, click that. Scroll down to Age of Empires 2. It explains it there, but I still don't understand because I'm fake.
Sure. I'm reading. I'll read it out loud. Innocent buildings gain a 25% attack multiplier when attacking downhill from higher elevation or above cliffs, and a minus 25% attack penalty when attacking uphill. The base bonus plus malice or slash malice of 25% is fixed, no matter if the source of the target one elevation or more, unless you're Tatars. This leads to the units on the higher ground having a 66.66% advantage on the lower ground enemies. The unit on the lower ground 40% worse than enemies. Elevation has an additional function in the game which determines where buildings can be placed. Farms, gates, and all other 1x1 and 2x2 buildings, e.g. houses, towers, walls, and most drop-off sites, can be placed on any elevation as long as the terrain is valid. Buildings with 3x3 size or above have strict placement restrictions, which are detailed in the video embedded in the gallery section below. Most 3x3 buildings can also be placed at the corner edge of two slopes except the northern edge. The northern edge is also the determining factor on whether or not it's on a slope, so it makes sense that you can't have two slopes, but one of them, even if placing on the sides of the slope is forbidden. Town centers and trade workshops must always be placed on completely flat terrain. Doesn't say how many tiles of a building has to be on the elevator. This has been inconclusive. I want to say I'm right, but that's because I said it. I don't have anything to prove me right besides a Reddit comment. So, and it only says that it applies to 3x3 buildings. It doesn't apply to 2x2s and 1x1s. And Castle is neither of those. So we also got no conclusive answer on Castle specifically. ESJB, I'm sorry I didn't get a conclusive answer in my opinion, but that is what I was able to find. There is some merit for it being true, but I think what is more true is that depending on the size and the number of tiles, it could be the center, it could be multiple center, or it could be the top left corner. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 4 of ESJB versus Sharkyaoe in the Conqueror bracket of the Continental Map Pool. for the Specialist Cup Finals. We have in the blue ESJB on the Goths. Does it give me a ua ua?
Ow, ow.
There we go. And Sharkyaoe on the Portuguese. This is not Sicilians. I'm disappointed. We're both rooting for the Goth player now.
Whoa.
Where's he going? What is he doing?
Lame.
Lame. Laming. Do we like
No
this?
lame.
Do we like
Too
this?
Yeah, but the elephant's already been took, so there's now it's the lame.
Well, hang on.
Oh.
There's more things to lame.
On this map, you have no choice. Let's go.
You have no choice but to lame on this map? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, to fight by.
So
Remember when I
me.
lamed you? That was so funny. On this map, on this example.
I'm the easiest player
With
ever to
dogs.
lame, though, because if I see my, like, elephant leaving, I just go, this is my life now, and build a farm. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, so villager. I think she's gonna use like a gate or something. She's gonna use some sort of trick.
No,
Yeah,
she's
bro?
gonna just,
Maybe.
she's gonna kill the Vil. We're gonna kill the Vil. That
Kill
Vil's going down.
The Vil.
There's no way ESJB's Vil doesn't die here. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no offense,
unfortunate.
ESJB, but that was a really good way to play that from Sharky, because both blocked you and hit you, so it just made your Vil have more of a timer on it. And we're gonna lose
elephant
this.
blocked.
Oh, we're just, oh, we just aren't good enough. Oh, maybe.
Susan.
Susan
No.
from the top rope with the metal chair. Sorry.
That was very fast reactions. From
Yeah,
Sharky.
really good ideas here. This is what you get when you're 2K. Good plays.
Again, unfortunately, this could be one of those maps which just quickly snowballs. I don't know why I like these maps for. I just love them. But it's like so punishing. Yeah, that was weird.
I
Get the
didn't catch
replay.
that. I was
the
so
replay, the
focused
VAR.
on the HP bars.
No, get the replay.
Get the replay.
Rewind.
Understood.
Rewind.
I subbed to Capture Age for a dang reason. Vil's going forward. The Vil already has lower health on it. The Vil is getting blocked by the Vil, and the Vil is punching the Vil.
Rewind some more. More. Rewind. There we go. This here. Yep.
And here we see in the natural habitat, a scout and a Vil have come to do a little bit of thievery. But what's this? The scout and the elephant have decided to become one.
Ooh, yeah.
Almost
They-
resetting the elephant. Wow. If that reset the elephant, I would have just FF'd right there. I would have been like, GG, game's broken. My horse went under, inside, and through an elephant.
Unfortunate, man.
So unfortunate.
I don't think it would have changed the outcome. I think he still would have caught up to you, maybe, perhaps. I don't know.
Conversely, Sharky's turn to lame. I don't think I would even hit this Vil here. Yeah, no. The scout is not what you want to do. Okay, well, it's one extra hit because he stopped to hit the scout, so maybe it makes a difference. Oh, and that's 2K1 for you. Beautifully executed house trick. Dropped, canceled, shot. Oh. It's like it's not even hard.
This is so unfortunate for SGB.
Lost a Vil. Got an elephant lamed.
This is where it like comes off the rails really quickly, right? You just like crap. Then you feel like you gotta do something crazy to
Something
pull it back.
drastic,
Now we're laying
yeah.
the berries and we're also like putting ourselves more into the deficit.
Yeah.
Go try and do what you gotta do.
True. Sleep well, ESJB.
Yep.
I'll make
night,
sure the
friend.
VOD is up. Rest well. Thanks for letting us cast you. I will say, I appreciate the commitment to the laming. ESJB is like, if I'm gonna do this, I've gotta do it, you know? I can't, no half measures.
I think the problem is that when you send like so many villagers forward, you just lose out getting so much like workers that
Yeah.
it's really difficult.
It can be a situation where your opponent's clicking up to feudal and you're still just trying to make vills. Plenty of sheep for ESJB though. Despite getting lamed the elephant, did get quite a few sheep under the TC. There's also plenty of berries on this map, so laming the berries is way less impactful than laming the gold is.
I just remember me making militia and you just making TCs. This is my like highlight of the map. Every memory of it.
You won that game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still do that. I still do that.
It was good. Good times.
What just died? What did I just hear die? Did you hear that?
No.
Did you hear that?
This whole time I had the game on mute, to be honest. Sorry. I'm just
No, you're
realised I
fine.
muted. I was just vibing, enjoying.
There it is again. There's a death sound of a female Vil for some reason, but nothing died?
Maybe it's a new bug. Let's go.
New bug. Villager death noise.
And you can
And
make like a YouTube video. on it
Feudal
about,
is
like,
actually going to come in first at ESJB because Sharky has queued it behind a villager. Astonishing turn of events. Another astonishing turn of events is these very intriguing walls from Sharky. I don't know why we wouldn't just wall in front of us. Am I the
It's like a
silly
safety
one?
dungeon. You got safety walls.
That's not... There's a hole here. It's not even safe. Dizzy, do you know anything about hills and elevation? Did you think, like, anything?
My head's hurt just trying to understand.
Oh,
it. I
okay.
just play game, make militia happy.
Happy.
Why make things more complicated, you know?
We should, one day, we should both try and play each other's playstyle. I should try and go all in, like, infantry, like, men-at-arms rush, and you should try and go 9 and never make military till imp.
Bet.
This is a very genuine question. What do you think is harder, going all in on men-at-arms, or not fighting anything and just booming till imp?
Doing both at the same time.
Doing both at the same time, I agree. And we do actually plug that hole. 2K1 plugs the hole. Men-at-arms gonna be coming in. No arson
I'm
for
gonna
the
give you a-
Goths.
I don't know what it's called, a hot take. I think being aggressive is more harder because all it takes is looking away from, well, it depends, I guess. If you look away from the militia and it just walks on TC and dies, then you're naturally going to be ahead because you've got the eco. Whereas the player investing into army loses out if there's no damage to be had.
True. I don't know if you know this, but is the Goths bonus enough to compensate for the lack of arson?
Yeah. It is. There is arson. It's arson plus.
But it's only +1 in feudal, and arson is +2.
Yeah, but you get to castle and it's +2 and then it's +3.
I guess that's true. In the long term, it's better. And it's free.
See, some people like you just so aggressive in games, you just want things over. You just gotta think of the long term, you know?
It's true. I gotta be patient. Gotta think about the long haul, the long
Gotta
con.
throw down more TCs.
Yes.
Live life. And
Yes.
enjoy it.
Now, this is a problem. I was saying ESJB got up first, and he did get up first, and he got the militia out, and he got them in at arms. But Sharky is up. And Sharky's gonna have a castle. And Sharky's Portuguese.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a castle on the home TC, right on the gold in the wood, and all in organ guns, baby. And what are you gonna do? You're feudal on infantry.
You die.
You die a horrible death.
I wish we could be like, oh, you can do this and that, bro. Like, problem is
Well,
that this
organs
elo,
literally counter infantry, and you're on
and
feudal
at this elo,
infantry.
there's no mistakes to be had.
True.
Well, there is, but just not enough to like where someone could like just.
No one
He's
from
sloppy
this
enough to
commanding
go,
of a
yeah.
position, you know?
Yeah.
I think the only mistake Sharky could make is a forward castle here, which sounds so sacrilegious. But you have to castle on your gold and your wood so that you can make organs.
You're just such a different person.
It's
now,
required. It's required. It's the
Just
only way you can play this
such a-
game. The only
been
way you get away
screaming,
with this if
you would've
if
been
you forward
rage.
castle here, and then you
No.
take this golden wood.
That's still not like for old tea time. You would have said right there into the TC. Like,
Well, yeah,
right
if you
right
can do
beside
that
it.
and you win the game, then
there.
of course.
Yeah.
This is always preferred. But 2K
To the left of the
players,
TC is where you want to.
2K players don't. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, perfect.
2K players don't think like I do, Dizzy. So I have to adapt to their, their mentality. Give them a chance, Working guns are gonna be out now. And I really don't know what esjb is gonna be able to do to get back in this game.
You gotta try and Castle Age yourself, but Castle Age
We're still so far away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the best thing Sharky can do here is try and find a way to add a forward siege workshop with these organs. Because organs, respectfully, they're a strong unit, but they're not meant to take down buildings, They're meant to take down units. And it's just what do you do with the drunken sailor on an organ gun in the morning?
It's just gonna tailspin so quickly.
And it's not even like it's a slight against the esjb. It's more about the fact that what
This
can you
tells
do?
lies. Yeah.
Like Sharky's playing this perfectly, just not letting esjb get any sort of foothold or pocket or reprieve. And if you're not going to go for siege to kill the TC, this is what you have to do. Kill the bills, kill the military, kill everything you can, so that all they have is a TC. The other problem is these organ guns have a default 4 pierce armor. And we're making archers, and all we've got is archers, and villas die oh so quickly to organ. So we've genuinely got nothing, and the GG is going to be called. Makes sense. I don't think that there's much esjb could have done here. Do you think there's anything that esjb could have done here besides like maybe not lose the elephant here?
No, maybe towards the end there, maybe you see try to tower the gold. Just all those villages, just bring them back down to the south. But
Yeah, maybe just try and swing the econ away from the organs.
yeah, I mean you're almost at Castle Age, but then it's still like you gotta get the siege workshop down. And by the time there's probably something else coming your way.
True. Are you ready to jump into 5?
I am born ready. Now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 5 of the Specialist Cup Final. We have, in the red, on the Malay, Sharkyaoe. In the blue, on the Ethiopians, esjb. And it's immediately loom for Sharky. Is there a reason for this? Is it just because it takes so long for the vills to walk out here to build the houses? Trying to prevent that 1 second of idle TC time.
I don't know. All I know is the smiley face map.
I didn't even think about that.
Face.
I didn't even think about that. You're right though. What? We got Ethiopians, which means we're gonna see Ethiopian archers. So we're gonna have the better thing, like in my opinion, the best archers in the game. Okay. On the flip side, we got Malay, and Malay age up faster, and they can go like fast castle battle elephants, which I don't know if I prefer that over faster attacking archers. It's just gonna depend on timings, truly. Who do you prefer in this matchup?
I don't really know neither. Well, yeah, I don't know neither. So I'm too noob.
Bills? Ooh,
Sorry,
we're gonna lose a Bill. Oh, that was so close. No loom. Almost lost a Bill to the Gaia, to a lion.
Obviously, Sharky can have the faster uptime, so he can afford loom without too much repercussion, which is just playing it safe, I guess, which was the kind of general thing behind it. But yeah. These two steers are really just my weakness now. Maybe it's I'm starting to get tired. Probably.
Maybe.
Or I am.
True. There is a chance, and I'm not saying I wish this on anyone, but if Sharky is able to win this one, that will be a win for Sharky for the finals here. So ESJB is gonna have to pull out all the stops to keep from getting eliminated. Something I just noticed is all of the terrain cracked terrain, or just a lot of it?
I think all of it.
It looks like the majority of it is cracked terrain. I think it's probably supposed to be all of it. If not just like most of it, you know. It looks like here in the center line, it's not. But also, this is kind of, I don't know if this is like unfair or something to be nitpicky about, but man, you can only really wall this side, whereas over here you can kind of like, you can build barracks, archery range, you can build stables on this, you know. I'm really interested to see both players have gone feudal aggression every game. And we saw Men-at-Arms 3 games in a row from Sharky. And Malay do have a bonus.
Free armor.
Yes. So it's not like they can't Men-at-Arms, and with the faster aging up, that just gives them an even faster timing for the Men-at-Arms upgrade, right?
I think you do, because again, it's the same thing. Shorefish in middle.
Yep.
Snowballs.
Well, and not just that, Woodline's in the middle too.
Yeah.
So even more susceptible. And you know nothing's under the TC except for the food. I do appreciate Sharky pushing in these ostriches. I think ESJB may have... Yeah, did push in 1 or 2. Oh, wow. Okay, so I think it is center tile. Because that worked. Very nice. Very cool.
You just feel like, that's so unfair. And then just, boop, barracks up.
Well, I'm just glad that it did work. Because basically what it said is this works. You can build if both these corners are on it. But you can't build if the 2 corners include this corner. It has to be just this corner. Or it can be 2 of the other corners. Does that make sense?
Yeah, my head hurts.
One day I'll explain something in a way you can understand, Izzy. And there it is. It's militia for both players.
Yeah.
The difference is you got armor on Malay. The Malay are up faster. We just don't have the res for Men-at-Arms. Partially because we were up so fast. Honestly, maybe would have preferred to see Sharky grab an extra bill or 2 before aging up. And then getting Men-at-Arms right away, but I digress. Despite the faster age up, ESJB is going to get Men-at-Arms in first. It's gonna have to be a careful engagement here. 15 seconds. ESJB definitely needs to wait. The last thing he wants to do is lose veils or lose units right before the upgrade comes in. And we're attacking downhill. Upgrade comes in. Fantastic. Fantastic engagement for ESJB here. One bully boy down, one scout down, another bully boy down. All bully boys down, and it's a range and response for Sharky. Men-at-Arms able to find a good amount of damage, but no Ville's dead yet. It's going to be a range for ESJB as well. ESJB first to the archers. Men-at-Arms going to try and get that last hit. I maybe would have waited till we had the archers. The scout going to come in and snipe away that Ville. Archer in the queue for Sharky as well. A singular spear to defend. There's going to be a tower from ESJB. So both multiple of these games we saw Sharky go for the Men-at-Arms with the tower behind. And this time it's going to be ESJB going for the tower behind.
It just hit me. I know Sharky. They played under a different name. Urbin. Oh.
What name?
I cast them on AoE Pong. Urbin is probably their real name or something, but
Oh, okay.
I cast them a lot in AoE Pong, so rebrands maybe. That's cool.
Okay. How did you figure that out?
I looked on AoE Insights.
As all things should. Fletching coming in for ESJB, so it's going to be full-on archer skirm here for ESJB. Great exodus for Sharky. If Sharky doesn't have the wood for another lumber camp, then I have to walk back and drop off to be able to build up the camp. Fighting the lion, Reveal fighting the Men-at-Arms, we're killing this scout. All good things.
Must come.
Where's Sharky getting wood from? How is Sharky getting wood? How did Sharky get wood? I'm so confused right now.
Down. Go down and look to the right. Down. Right. There. Oh, bounce.
Anyways, I'm blind, and this is AoE 2. Another militia or two for Sharky? Question mark? I'm just confused. I'm not upset. Another lion going crazy on ESJB. Almost lost that Ville. And ESJB gonna be in the eco of Sharky with a couple of skirms, archer. Not too much damage, but it is going to push Sharky off of gold just for a little bit. This is a very messy game. There's a lot of places for both players to look, it seems.
Yeah. Like my brain is scrambled just trying to comprehend it.
ESJB is in the better position, in my opinion. Has the tower with the mill under it, it's getting eco upgrades. Is harassing, maybe not getting kills, but definitely harassing. Making Sharky bring some of that military home. Archer's gonna jump out for Sharky. Trying to look for any damage on the front. The SJB gonna
If it's
find...
okay with you, tea time, I think I shall
Go to bed?
depart early.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4 a.m. It's
Oh, you're
catching up
fine.
to me now.
Rest.
I'm not as
Sleep
young as I
well.
once was.
That's okay. I appreciate you. It was great hanging out. Get some rest. Good night.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Good night, and everyone make sure like, comment, subscribe. There we go.
Thank you, Disney.
Good night, good night.
Fletching in for both players now, and it's going to be heavier on skirms for Sharky than it is for ES. And just 2 seconds. Close Discord everywhere, just performances. Fletching in for both players, heavier on skirm for Sharky, but Castle Age has been clicked for ESJB, and Sharky doesn't have the res. Another Archer goes down. Horse collar in for Sharky due to the lack of shorefish. Farming back here. Archer armor coming in for Sharky with the skirms, makes sense. Minute and a half till castle for ESJB. But Sharky's melee, so even if Sharky clicks castle super late, Sharky can still get up in a comparable time. At least maybe not too late that it's gonna be deadly. Sharky gonna be taking a note out of his own book, dropping that tower, probably looking to drop off this wood and get a mill so that we can get some of this shorefish in for a faster castle age. 35 seconds now for ESJB, and it's probably going to be crossbow bodkin here in the early castle, and it's Ethiopians which have faster attacking archers. Going to be even worse for Sharky to deal with. This tower is going to be a deterrent though. Sharky chilling on the econ in the back, a little bit on the side here. ESJB, most of his econ is actually up here in the front. I would say the minority is in the back. Crossbow, bodkin coming in. Men-at-Arms pushing the skirms around the base of ESJB. Where are crossbows? Couple up here. Couple over here. Sharky got the skirms to deal with it. Just down on technology. Gonna take out a crossbow there. All of these units are low health forward for ESJB. And this one skirm could clean all this up. Come in. 2 shots off. Well, we at least cleaned up the crossbows here. Castle Age coming in at the melee faster time here for Sharky. Yes, should be having to focus on the skirmishers, even though he has the technology advantage, not really being able to get any of those raids in that he wants to get in. Second TC for ESJB going over on the shorefish in the wood. This is fantastic. This is going to be so much better than a second TC normally is, because rather than making bills and them having to walk immediately far away, they're going to be able to produce and immediately be on fantastic sources of fish and wood. Castle Age is 10 seconds away now for Sharky. Crossbow gonna find their way on this back gold of Sharky. Skirm's gonna be doing their best to soak up as much of this fire, prevent the raiding from coming out, but ESJB is getting kills onto the vills. It's 4-1 Eco KD. But the skirms are here en masse, and we lose quite a bit of those crossbows as E-Skirm and Bodkin are coming in for Sharky. Despite the faster uptime, ESJB wasn't able to find the damage that he needed with the technological advantage that he had. Gonna have to add a siege workshop at the bottom of, or on top of the smiley face. Sharky using a little bit of the market there. Buying some food. Second TC also for Sharky out here on the wood and fish. This just seems like the best plan. Gonna be a stable added for esjb. And mangoes out of the siege workshop. While it's still only E-skirm for Sharky. Crossbow's gonna be trying to come over and deny the gold once again. Gonna be a siege workshop in front of that gold. Start getting out a response to the siege from esjb. Mango's gonna be quite perilous for these E-skirm. It's gonna be split micro from Sharky. Not a single damage point taken by the skirms at this point. Gonna keep pushing in. Siege workshop is up. E-skirms are kiting back. They're a little bald. They're a little bald. They're a little bald. Oh man, that's terrifying. Mango gonna be out of position. A couple of shots go off. 2 crossbows down. Good micro from both players. Mango gonna be out for Sharky. It's 50% done. Gonna be 1 mango to 2. But Sharky has successfully evaded every single mango shot on these E-skirm. Mango's gonna jump out. It's unexpected. Repair vills are forward. A little bit of damage onto the mango of Sharky, and the first mango goes down. It's a volley of E-skirm spears onto. It's 50 HP. 50% HP. Mango is in risk of going down. Repairville's trying to catch up. Mango could either hit the crossbows or the mango. Either way, it's value. A good dodge back. No skirms go down. A big shot by the mango, but we lose the mango in return. Mango having to come out for esjb. This one mango being enough to deal with both mangoes is going to give Sharky just enough space to continue slowly creeping out of this base. The night edition is going to be purely for raiding on esjb's side. Between the TC and the E-skirm, it looks like this night will go down. But it's going to be just a few more bill kills for esjb. Tower on the stone for Sharky. E-skirm at the bottom of the hill. Osaw coming in. No Pants Day, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy the chat. I don't see this match on Wikipedia. I don't think it is. Am I crazy? E-skirm gonna be dealing with these crossbows here. Good micro back from esjb. He's gonna need something to deal with these E-skirms, and his mango is over here having a 1v1 with his tower. Knight's gonna be looking for raids on the backside. Monk defense from Sharky, and it's a delete for esjb. This is another thing we've seen consistently from Sharky is relic control. Castle in the back on the gold on the farms. I maybe would have preferred it over here on the stone and on the gold and in front here versus behind, because we have been threatened from the swing around. But all in all, it serves its function. Monk's going to be threatening the knights once again. It's going to be a third TC out here for Sharky. And does this outpost see it? It does. So it's going to be a castle in response for esjb to get as much of this middle map control as possible. And oh my goodness, let's get an instant replay on that one. E-skirmer coming in. We're looking for a snipe on the mango. And it's a huge attack ground. Half the E-skirm gone in a single snap of the mango. Beautiful shot from esjb. Ah, that makes sense. Only less the highest paid bracket. So yeah, this is the second highest bracket, and I don't think there's a cash prize for this bracket, so it makes sense. But Sharky is 2K1, and esjb is normally closer to 2K, but said he went on a losing streak recently. Sorry for any confusion. Crossbow's just chilling out here in the back for esjb, but the knights are going to be enough. Looking to dive that mango, and the conversion comes out. Monk's putting in the work for Sharky. Has Sharky been able to get any relics? Not yet. But he did convert another knight. Between the Eastgrim, the mangoes, and the monks, this is looking like a methodic push out from the base by Sharky. Looking to make sure that we're not getting any sort of pushed in the corner or denied good res. Crossbow going to be looking to get a couple of Vil kills here. Trying to even up the Eco KD. Oh, sorry, no. It's esjb that has the Eco KD lead. Looking to widen the Eco KD. Sharky consistently lower on Vils just due to the amount of Vils that esjb has been able to kill. Another good shot onto the Eastgrim. Gonna come forward and repair the mango. Good mango shot. Kill in a Vil. Dodge back. Half health. Less than half health on that mango. Sharky also going to be adding knights. Or no, these are the knights they converted. What am I saying? Going to be raiding with knights. As we see esjb a little bit of a market abuse here. Selling some wood. Sharky buying 300 stone, looking to drop down a defensive castle potentially here. Crossbow's coming forward, looking for more damage here. esjb not wanting to let up the pressure. This TC will most likely go down for esjb. There's that defensive castle I was talking about. Exactly where I thought it was going to go. And with the res in the bank, it's looking like Sharky may potentially be able to get to Imp first. And with the melee uptime, if you can get to Imp and start getting out Trebs much faster than your opponent, there's a world where Sharky can push out of here. Problem is, esjb has the commanding military presence. Has the raiding parties constantly on Sharky's base. Now we're gonna clean up the crossbows on the backside. What is this? Is it just because it's on a hill? Maybe this is what esjb was talking about when he said he wasted so many castles because of that. If you're gonna drop this castle, I personally would want it a little more over here. Maybe even up here, and then you mine this stone and you get more castles. One knight could get a couple kills here, but not really concerned. Of course, the castle goes up for Sharky here. It was never not going to go up. And that's a melee quick uptime with the Imp. esjb has the military presence, but Sharky is soon to have the technological advantage. And between Shelltails and Trebs, I am uncertain esjb is going to be alive much longer, especially considering he is nowhere near the rest for Imp. Third TC does go up for esjb in the back here. Gonna be a farm TC. Safe gold under the castle. Lots of archery ranges, so it may just be Eastgrim and Trebs. Eastgrim and archers. Crossbows, skirms, Trebs, hopefully. Trebs. I want Trebs. Give me Trebs. Got the res. More raiding from esjb. Goodness. 20 more Vil kills for ESJB, which is literally the Vil difference. Bracer coming in for Sharky now. Gonna be able to get a range advantage on these crossbows. E-Skirm and Wheelbarrow coming in for ESJB now. Knights and crossbows still raiding on the top side. Did I say Shotos before for the Sharky? For melee? This is, I think, the first time I've seen both of the civs with the cheap, fast melee infantry unit up against each other. Because I definitely meant Trebs and Karambit. You can see ESJB, even with all the buying and selling, still does not have the res for Imp. Flicks it, finally. But there's already 2 Trebs on the field for Sharky. And it's going to be a repair or bust situation for ESJB. As we see more crossbows being added for Sharky. Another TC on the gold. ESJB close to having another castle, but only having these full on stone. And if we repair here, we aren't going to be able to build another castle. But if we don't repair, we're going to be open to a lot of shenaniganery. It's a slam dunk for Sharky onto ESJB's castle. And it's going to be a timing attack here for Sharky. I would add one more Treb if I could, but Sharky is running a tight ship when it comes to resources. ESJB floating a bit more, having the econ lead, but Sharky slowly getting that pressure, slowly pushing forward. The Archer is going to be looking to kill this Treb, but suffering to that 8 pierce armor that Wood has. Those may go down here. As we repair the Treb, I'm not sure where that Treb was going. Crossbow swinging over with some E-Skirm. Imp is in for ESJB. Ballistics is 30 seconds away for Sharky. It's going to be Chemistry. It's going to be Bracer for ESJB. Another defensive castle. Further back. A monastery as well. Forward. I'd love to have seen a monastery further in the back for ESJB and some relics picked up. Arbalest with Bracer gonna be enough to push into ESJB's base here. And with the Treb support, it's looking dire for ESJB. We can't staunch this bleeding somehow. Blacksmith may go down before the upgrade comes in, meaning no second archer armor on these E-Skirm for ESJB. And that second archer armor is not denied. The second Treb shot missed. How did you miss a building that big? What the heck? So close to denying that archer armor and just decided, you know what? It's a day for mercy. Gonna be pushing from the top side here for ESJB, trying to get counter pressure against Sharky. Architecture coming in for ESJB, trying to get as much HP on these castles as possible, giving himself as much time as possible. Siege Engineers gonna be buffing up these Trebs. No Siege Engineers in for Sharky. Plenty of Arb in the castle to add tons of arrows to this castle. Treb could come forward at any time and threaten this. BC goes down on the flip side. Sharky continuing the slow push in the center, adding more Trebs. esjb has 41 skirms, but none of them are where the push is happening. Well, not Sharky's push. They are over here, but I'm not sure that's the best place for them to be. We're gonna start seeing them ball up here in the middle, but the problem is they're not all together in the Arb are. And when you got this many Arb, no shield is big enough for the rain of arrows. And these aren't Ethiopian Arb, but they are fully upgraded. Minus thumb ring. They are not fully upgraded. Skirm still slowly trickling in. Everything getting picked off here by the Arb, as there's a bit of a Treb war going on. Both players content to repair and Treb away. The defense from Sharky was successful on the north side, whereas esjb has lost quite a bit of ground. Both players outposting like crazy. Both players able to see approximately 50% of the map at all times. EBC on the front lines. What a choice. E-Skirm coming into the mix for Sharky, as the Arbs swing around trying to clean up as many of these vills as possible. BBC gonna go down to the Arb very quickly, 2 volleys. Most of the Trebs for Sharky have gone down, whereas esjb still has a couple hanging around. There are vills repairing this Treb, but it does go down. And with no more Trebs, the push from Sharky has stalled. A couple are going to be enough to threaten all of these vills on this gold and deny the gold. I don't love taking fights when we don't really have a reason to, but we have so many more units here that it shouldn't even be an issue. Arbalest coming in for esjb, Foraging coming in for Sharky. Siege Workshop in the center, already getting Treb down. Will do absolutely nothing. We've got 4 BBC, 5 BBC. I think we could start pushing it. Both players on Arb E-Skirm now, although Sharky on a significantly higher number of units. Sharky also with the BBC, going to be able to deal with any Trebs in his way. Is he going to walk under the castle? Almost sniped the BBC with the trip. BBC does go down to the castle. BBC, while not having as much bonus damage as Treb, still going to be an adequate way to take down these castles, potentially to snipe the vills repairing. These E-Scrim are just going to absolutely wreck the ARB from ESJB. What's crazy is they swapped in the most advantageous way for Sharky. And Sharky's got the light cav rate, which are just the piece de resistance. Castle goes down to the BBC. BBC trying to snipe BBC. Skirm's gonna be running after the BBC. Mr. Fluffy Bunny with the follow. Welcome to the stream. What's up? Good to see you. Enjoy the chat. We're finishing up here. This game that's been going for an hour now. It's our E-Scrim. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the raid. I didn't realize that's what was happening. Hello everybody. Welcome in. We've got a 2K ELO game going on here in the finals for the Continental Map Pool of the Specialist Cup. And it is Ethiopian ARB and E-Scrim against Malay ARB and E-Scrim. But the Malay have had a significantly advantageous number of units for the majority of these engagements. The light cav rates also evening up. Oh my goodness! 100 eco KD to 50 eco KD. Previously, our blue player had been up 20 vil kills and is now down 50 vil kills. That's how much this game has swung in the opposite direction. The BBC gonna be plenty siege. As long as there's ARB and Skirms in front of them, it's just gonna be a good old slow push through the center here for Sharky. Krebs once again gonna be threatening this backside eco, but with all that gold mopped up for Sharky, this position becomes much less important. Defensive castle for ESJB at the top of the hill, gonna be ranging out this TC that Sharky wants to build for some reason. I'm not 100% certain what this is for. Maybe it deflects. Let's go, Eric. ESJB. ESJB. Let's go. Yeah, ESJB was here earlier giving us insight into his play. I've really enjoyed watching him play. I am worried about this position though. It feels like ESJB is getting pushed further and further into a corner. We're also making predominantly ARB, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but when our opponent's army is predominantly E-Scrim and light cav, it's not the greatest thing to keep making. I just don't know what else he's supposed to do at this point. BBC gonna finish off the castle to the north here. Just another place where Sharky is pressuring ESJB. Light cav gonna be the predominant force on the middle here. Good Ethiopian ARB micro. Definitely enough ARB to deal with this many light cav. This is the worst engagement Sharky's taken all game, I think. But it is light cav at the end of the day with 78 farmers and crop rotation on the way. I wonder how much food he's going to get when crop rotation comes in. DC goes down immediately to the castle. No raiding from ESJV is a problem though, because it's allowed Sharky to slowly, well not slowly, through 140 vil kills, get the econ lead, when previously ESJB had been leading for the majority of the game in vils. Guild's coming in for Sharky. He's also just a nice guy. I believe it. He was lovely when he was here. He didn't die or anything. He just had to go to bed because he has a job. I promise I didn't kill Eric. I tried to be kind. This art ball is doing good getting space for ESJB. But with the forward ranges and plenty of wood and food access, Sharky can just keep making Eskarm to slowly whittle away at the dwindling gold stores and units that ESJB has. Really only this gold exists, and even then we've got Arb on it now. Sharky even willing to take the disadvantageous uphill fights, losing a substantial portion of the attack power and getting more damage taken because he knows every one of these Arbs he can kill, it's a permanent death. ESJB trying desperately to find a way onto some gold, maybe grab some relics. Or sorry, that's Sharky. I'm tripping. ESJB should try and go on this. Doesn't know it's there. Unfortunate. Are we gonna try and clean up this top side push? Gonna be a pincer from the skirms and the Arb, and this is really bad for ESJB because these Arb are all he has left. And oh my goodness, Lightcap just coming in for ESJB. We don't really have the food. And all those Arb go down, and ESJB sees the writing in the sand. Congratulations, Sharky, on the win. Sharky is your Conqueror map pool. Or sorry, Conqueror bracket Continental map pool winner for Specialist Cup. Take a quick look here. 537 to 460, so a high KD game. But what I'm really interested in here is kill kills. Am I crazy? Can I only see it here? 155 to 68 equal KD is absolutely insane, considering at one point ESJB was up by 25 to 30 Vil kills and was up in eco for quite a bit. You can see that in the res collected. Sharky only has 12k more resources because Sharky was the one in the corner for the majority of relics grabbed by both players. That imp timing really is what hurt ESJB the most because Sharky was able to sit under his castle, start that push, get those trebs out, and then switch from Arb to E-Skirm as ESJB switch from E-Skirm to Arb. Unfortunate time to tech switch. GG's. That is it from me. We are going to go ahead and keep the raid train rolling because I am also pretty tired, and I have another cast at 6 a.m., which is 7.5 hours away. So, I will catch you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. We will have at least 2, if not 3 sets cast tomorrow. Not all of them will be finals. We are going to raid into let's jump on go Isaac G. It's good to be back. It is good to be back, Yako. It's always good to be back. Catch you guys tomorrow.